But let's talk about that. I mean, looking at the successes, they call it Operation Lewonjade. Now, is there a strategy for the Amotekun Corps to encourage residents to report suspicious movements, you know, especially within the border towns?
You know, in I think between 2018 and 2020, when there was a prevalence of kidnapping in the Southwest, the Southwest governors then came up with the idea of Amotekun, and with the chief commander as Arakunrin, the late Arakunrin Akeredolu Aketi. May God continue to bless his soul. What they did then was Amotekun Corps, local hunters, soldiers, mobile police, they went into teams and they went into the forests. The local hunters knows the nooks and crannies of our forest. So they were able to chase out potential kidnappers, bandits, and even terrorists from most of the forests in the Southwest. And where there was some resistance, I mean, they mobilized and there was relative peace, except in some localized cases, of course, where you would chase them and some splinter groups will come back. Now, one embarrassing thing about what happened in Kebbi was the fact that there was an intelligence report. The governor got the report, sent a signal to the military or to security agencies. They were in that school. They mobilized to the school. They were there till 12 midnight. They said, oh, I mean, nothing will happen. They left at 12. And those characters came 4 a.m. So,
although the DHQ is investigating this, they are probing, you know.
And another thing we also need to probe is the enemy within. How can a brigadier general just be captured and slaughtered like a fowl? Does he not have troops? It's like, I don't understand. There should be a probe who leaked his movement, to whom was the WhatsApp message that has now gone viral via one platform. Who leaked that to Sahara reporters, where those bandits probably would have got this thing. So, back to Amotekun.
All right, just hold that thought. We have Boniface joining us all the way from Jos. Boniface, you have the floor. Hello, Boniface, can you hear me? Okay, I think the network. Okay, just land on your thought, then we continue.
So, the Amotekun security network has worked in the Southwest, although there has been some lapses. And I think the meeting of the Southwest governors in Ibadan yesterday is the major focus there was beefing up security in the Southwest. They don't want to wait till there will be a strike. So they are trying to nip it in the bud. And I learned that, of course, we are not going to disclose most of the details. But I think there are plans to beef up Amotekun and support security operatives and give them more boost with the local hunters and what have you, so that there could be information, like Shola said. These people, if they keep 50 people or 25 people somewhere, they will come to town to buy bread and water for them. They need supplies. I mean, they are not ghosts.
All right, gentlemen, we need to go on this quick break. When we return, the conversation continues. Don't go away. All right, if you just joined us, it's still Journalists Hangout. I still have Shola Joseph right here and Majid Jami still with us. Okay, still talking about security. What Amotekun is doing. But do you think the Nigerian government is doing enough, you know, to integrate traditional rulers, religious leaders, and local security networks into, you know, security planning, to see them as the first line of defense?
I think we have to understand our culture. In Nigeria, I mean, the Yoruba land, Hausa land, Fulani, we have a lot of reverence for our traditional rulers.
Okay.
Sometimes, especially in the north, a decision by the Sultan or by the Emir of Kano, Emir of Zazzau, goes a long way, sometimes more than a decision from the federal government, because of the kind of attachment that our people have for the traditional institutions. And having seen this, I think it's about time we started looking at the possibility of getting the traditional institutions more involved.
Just
because
hold that
of the
thought.
import. Yes.
Apologies. Okay, just hold that thought. We have Thomas from Calabar. Thomas, go ahead.
Yes, good evening.
Yes, good evening.
Okay, so I just briefly want to say that it's quite unfortunate that Nigeria has, let me not say lost, but made ourselves a laughing stock in the international scene. I'm talking about the Ikweremadu's rejection. You see, like one of your speakers said, we have lost faith, or the world has lost faith in our judicial system, so much so that they don't even trust. Maybe, you know, they just had the feeling that right from the plane, before he even touches the ground, he would have been given a presidential pardon already. He would announce his decamping from his party, the PDP, to APC, and be used for political purposes. So these are all the things that we face out there. For those of us who most times go out there, you can't even stand and talk shoulder to shoulder with people from other parts of the world, because they just look down
All
like
right.
you are from Nigeria. You're talking about a particular thing when you can't practice it
All
in
right,
your
thank
own
you.
area.
Thank you. Thank you.
So,
Thank you. But I don't think it's fair to say that when you just preempt that once it comes to Nigeria, they give him a straight pardon, he defects to a political... I don't think that's a fair thing to say. What do you think? I don't think it's a fair thing to say.
Yeah, it's rather unfair. Yes, we might have some issues with our judicial system, but then it won't be...
It's not such a blanket...
it won't be a situation where they will call a Ikweremadu if, I mean, the UK government accedes to the request of Nigeria, then you come to Nigeria, then you will defect from PDP to APC and Ahaba.
No, we don't glorify crime in Nigeria. That's not a fair
take
thing
it to that level.
No, that's not a fair thing
shouldn't.
to say. That's not
We
a fair
shouldn't.
thing to say. I just have to give him a chance
It's
to just
entitled
talk,
to his
but
opinion.
It's not a fair thing to say. But all right, gentlemen, let's